Oh, I am live. I am live on Facebook now. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode, video series. No, not a series. This is a series of Website Wednesdays. My name is Marissa. I am one half of the Meraki Collective, where we help coaches, consultants, and professional service providers show up online and stand out with websites and branding. If you're watching live, let me know in the comments. And if you're watching the replay, also let me know, #replay. Today, I'm going to be doing a website critique on a health and wellness expert. Especially, this will be especially helpful for those that are providing multiple offers and like services and products. That's what we're going to focus on today. So give me just one moment to make sure I've got everything queued up correctly on my screens and to make sure that I actually am live first and foremost, because sometimes these things can get a little bit funky. All right, here we go. So a big thanks to Victoria today for submitting her website for review. Victoria is an integrative nutrition practitioner. She's a personal trainer, a life coach, a weight loss specialist. She does all sorts of amazing things, and she has submitted her website for review for today's Website Wednesday, which I do every single week. And I realized that today is Thursday. I had to flip out the days, change out the days, because we are currently in the thick of hosting our free 5-day brand challenge. So I've been spending a lot of time with a lot of amazing people in there. So I had to kind of reschedule this for today. So welcome to Website Wednesday on a Thursday, because it's okay. Sometimes you have to do that. So today, like I said, I'm going to be showing you how you can, not just Victoria, but if you are dealing with this as well, like you have multiple offers, you don't know how to keep it, how to organize it on your website. That's what we're going to talk about today. And we're going to be using Victoria's website as an example. And so obviously, again, big thanks to you for submitting that. During Website Wednesdays, I review either messaging, visuals, or the user functionality, depending on what the website owner wants me to review. Victoria left it kind of open to me, so we are going to focus on just that. What to do when you have a lot of offers. Victoria is a total is an expert in her field. So there's a lot of programs and a lot of things that she does. So I'm going to show you how you can simplify that. So let's get into it. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Make sure that I am cool. Here we are. I'm now sharing my screen, I believe. And just let me confirm that. Give me 2 seconds to confirm that. Great. So let's get into today's website critique. Like I said, Victoria is an integrative nutrition practitioner, among many other things, and this is her website here. First and foremost, I go through point out a few things that I love that you're doing with your website. And before I dive into it, just one more thing. If you are not in the health and wellness space, if you do not have a website, if you already have a website, anything that I cover today, you can take and use to up-level your online presence. You could leave what doesn't work for you, okay? But everything I share in these Website Wednesdays are meant to help you up-level your online presence and make your website a more powerful tool to make more income and connect with your clients, all right? So first things first, I'm always a big fan of having a pop-up to either a pop-up or some type of invitation to invite people to a mailing list. So I like that Victoria has that going on here. I also love, once I click out of that, I love the use of color here. She's using a very strong color, a very bold color, red, right? But when you pair that with just white and just pair it with something super, super neutral and you allow the red to be its bold self, it works. When you start combining too many things and your background is a colored background, it could be a little bit too busy for the eye. And this is very well done here with all the white and the red. So big ups to you on that. And I also love that immediately, as soon as I land on your website, I can see who you are, what you look like. And I believe there's another picture of you down below right here. So that is something that I always recommend to my one-on-one clients or any of my students. As soon as somebody lands on your website, they want to have the opportunity within a few seconds to see who they're talking to or who's talking to them. So these are the three things that I love that Victoria is doing. And again, if you're just hopping in live, let me know you're watching. If you have any questions throughout this website critique, whether it pertains to Victoria's website, to this example, or to your own, let me know in the comments. And at the end of the critique, I will go back and try to answer as much as I can. So now, like I said, what if you have multiple offers? So let's get into the actual review. As you can see here, Victoria has several different ways that you can work with her. So there's an option here to work with me, and then there's an option here to shop. And then the bar at the top, it says, click here to shop for the new you. Her business is nutrition, new you. So when I click up at the top to shop I get another library or another collection of different ways I can work with her. So supplements, kids health, several different things. There's over 6 things here. There's 9, I believe, like 12 things here, or maybe, yeah, like around, let's see, maybe just count it. Yeah, so like 12 things here. So when I go back to home and then I click on work with me, you'll notice here that I get another collection and another set of like another library. So here is my big secret, or my big guideline that I use when I create either a custom or a done for you website for a client, or what I teach inside my program, Launch Your Personal Brand. It's big and it's important. It's made up of 3 things. Number 1, edit, edit, edit. Number 2, simplify, then simplify some more. And number 3, clarity always wins. I know that it's like, okay, really, that's it? That's all there is to it? Yeah, a lot of times that's all there is to it. And it's hard to do that. It's hard to edit. It's hard to simplify. It's hard to keep it super clear, because especially if you are someone who has been in your industry for so many years and you are a total expert like Victoria, you have a huge, a huge list of accomplishments and all these services that you provide. Like when we went to work with me, she has group programs, one-on-one, online programs, healing diets, like a whole bunch of different things. So it's hard to keep it simple, but that is the main thing that I'm going to offer to you here, Victoria, is to take what you have, which is a solid start, and find ways to simplify it so that when your audience lands on your website, they're able to feel like, okay, I know what my next step is, right? Because if I'm completely new to you, and I'm coming here and I know that I need to you do food, mind, and body, and I know that that's what I want to work on, I don't know what to start on, right? So guide your audience towards what is the main action you want them to take. And the way I would do that is, for example, here you have shop, and then you have the work with me programs. So whichever one of these 2 you want to focus on, I believe from what I saw earlier, you have like an in-person practice, but with your online presence, if you want to focus on promoting your shop, where you have I think a few partnerships or affiliate things, then promote that, or not promote, but highlight that on your homepage. If you want to have people book a call or get more information on a one-on-one thing, a one-on-one program or a group program, then highlight that. Okay, so my biggest recommendation to you, Victoria, would be to do that. Number 1, pick between highlighting the work with me options or the shop options. So now let's say that you're going to go with work with me, and that's what you're going to choose to highlight on your website. This whole first section here, I would replace this section to be, sorry, I'm moving my mouse around a little crazy, if that makes anybody dizzy. I would replace this whole section to no more, to like 1 image if you can. Even if you replace this section here into 1 image, and then have like a little welcome message here for your viewers to just welcome them to your site. And when they scroll down here, you could leave this. This is nice here. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. That's a great motivating quote. It goes with what you're doing, the boldness of it. I would bring this section here, the work with me section, assuming that this is what you're going to choose to highlight. And I would place that right here, right in between this quote and in between your client testimonials. And not just say work with me. I would choose, now we've narrowed it down between the shop and the work with me. Now, look at all of the work with me, the 8 options that you have, and I would choose the top 3 to 4 and highlight those on your homepage. Because that alone, making those small tweaks alone is part of editing, simplifying, and keeping it super clear so that somebody that's looking to work with you, whether one-on-one, whether through a group program, whether online, they know, okay, these are the options. Now I'm ready to inquire further. And so when they click on one of those, then they get more information. I hope that helps kind of narrow down how you can simplify. There's obviously a lot, not just for Victoria's website, but to anybody's website. It's an evolution, right? It's a work in progress. There's always so much that we can do to up level, to simplify, to grow, and to evolve our brand and business. But those tips are some just quick tweaks that I would make to apply what we're talking about today, how to simplify, how to edit, how to make it super clear when you have a lot of offers, whether they're products or services. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comment box, whether you're watching live or hashtag replay. Now, also, this doesn't really go with like the main topic of like when you have a lot of offers, but I want to offer you, Victoria, a little bit more input because I'm so grateful for you submitting your website for review. Just 2 more things. 3 more things actually. When I go to click on some of the items that you have here, like for example, when I go to work with me and I go to, let's say, programs for men, it's coming soon, and that's fantastic. Excuse me. And I think it's great that you're working on building that part of your website up. I would just not include that there until it's ready to share, until you're ready to actually launch that part of your website, because it just adds more noise and it takes away from the real thing you want them to do, which is to book a call, inquire further, or whatever it is you want them to do. And then also when I go to click on the blog, you have, like I said, you have so much amazing content, so much knowledge, and so much experience in what you do. There's a lot here. So I would start by highlighting like the recent blog post up here, right? Instead of just going straight to featured, because then now it just feels like more libraries to sort through. And then also just make sure that all your links are working and that they actually take people to a certain place. And I'm gonna go back to the homepage. Those are the tips, some extra tips that I would offer you, Victoria, and anybody else watching. I hope that is helpful as you are building your website, especially if you have multiple offers, especially if you're in the health and wellness space. A lot of times, health and wellness experts, they have like products that they promote, or they have one-on-one programs, they have a group coaching program. There's different things. So use these tips to help you at least start to map it out. And also, whether you currently have a website and you're like, oh my gosh, I have so many things, I don't even know how to actually implement these things. If that's you, or if you have no website and you know your website's going to be robust and you're going to have a lot of different things on there, you have 2 options. One, and this is like straight up real talk, you can hire somebody to do it for you, hire a professional. That is part of what we do here at the Meraki Collective. Or you can choose to DIY it yourself, which means it might take a little longer, but it's absolutely possible to DIY your own website if those are one of the 2 cases that you're dealing with, right? If you just need to refresh it, or if you want to start. And that is exactly what we help people do inside of our program, our DIY website program, Launch Your Personal Brand. I will include a link here in the caption after I finish up with the live, so that you can get on the wait list, because we are only open a few times. We only open the doors a few times per year, and they are opening soon, which is very exciting. So I hope that these tips help you. I'm gonna just check in, make sure that I don't have any comments. And again, I will be, if you're watching live, I will jump on and answer any questions after the live. If you're watching the replay, please feel free to ask questions. I hope this helps. Like I said, I am live every Wednesday here on Facebook for Website Wednesday, for website critiques/reviews, which, by the way, my goal is to always make them honest, helpful, and friendly. Like you're not like doing anything wrong. I'm not like the internet website police that gets to say what you can and cannot do. This is input and feedback from a professional to another professional in your own field. And I hope that this helps. Thank you so much for being here. I will catch you next week for Website Wednesday. Bye, everyone.